Hello, friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of August 19th through the 25th. We have a wild and crazy full moon week for you this week, so let's just jump into it. So as you can see, we have our full moon on Monday. It's the main event this week, and it's happening right at the start. So that means that the rest of the week is going to be a waning gibbous moon. And as you can see, it's going to slowly start darkening on the right side of the moon there. Until it gets kind of close to the half moon, which will be the last quarter will be next week. So I do also want to point out, if you are watching this live on Sunday, that the moon will technically be in Pisces Monday evening. So if you're planning your full moon energy, or if you're planning your full moon ceremony tomorrow, it's technically going to be in Pisces. So if you want to tap into Aquarius energy, that Sunday evening would be a good time to do that, because as you can see, the moon is actually entering void of course at the same exact time that it is starting to transition into Pisces. And it's going to take about like a 4-hour transition, and will be technically in Pisces at 6:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with tapping into some full Pisces energy, but we're going to have that again in a couple weeks too. So, so you do you, whatever you want to do. If you want Aquarius energy, I'd recommend doing it tonight. If you're not watching this live, a full moon is a full moon. You can still activate and tap into all of that energy with full moon energy. It just won't be Aquarius energy. So anyways, Aquarius energy is about being unique, being an individual, doing things differently, forging your own path, and making your way in the world in only the way that you can do it. So a full Aquarius moon is highlighting your unique gifts and qualities. We're right here in Leo season, so this is even enhancing that energy, like what makes you uniquely you, and how do you want to highlight those things in order to accomplish your goals, or in order to grow, evolve, change into the person that you envision yourself being. So just to kind of touch on all of the other crazy astrological things that are happening this week, I'm going to just list them off for you. And because I just really don't even know like how to even talk about all of these things, because usually, like we have some big transit happening, and when that's happening, we want to be aware of it and then focus on like the positive things that are happening. But really, it's just like every interaction with all of the planets this week it's just a lot. There's just like this ginormous list. So I'm just gonna read them to you. So the sun is opposing the moon, which always happens when we have a full moon, because the sun is in the opposite sign of the moon. We know that because we're in Leo season. The sun's in Leo season, and the moon is in Aquarius season. So that always happens, and that's why we have that heightened emotion around a full moon. So the sun is conjunct Mercury, meaning they are in the same sign or very close together. So the sun and communication. Well, this is actually one of the positive aspects. It can help you communicate better, and even kind of in a like visually creative, artistic sort of way, because we've got the Leo sun and Mercury Virgo. So it's like kind of figuring out how to articulate your way articulate yourself in a creative way. The sun is also squaring Uranus. So Uranus is the planet of liberation, freedom, and revolution. So this can kind of make things feel a little bit volatile. Kind of the Leo sun wants to be selfish, and Uranus wants the sun to be different, you know? So that's almost kind of the same energy as the sun and the moon. The moon is opposing Mercury. This kind of makes things feel a little bit confusing because Mercury is a planet of communication, moon is emotion. So it's kind of like, are you just being emotional, or are you actually speaking the truth here? So things can kind of feel a little bit confusing. This is another positive aspect. The moon is trining Mars. So this makes for very creative problem solving. So I know I'm kind of like standing corrected here. There are a few positive things happening now that I'm actually like looking at it. I've been afraid to look at it. So so the two positive things so far is the sun conjunct Mercury and the moon trining Mars. So this is articulating communication and but also problem solving. So let's focus on problem solving. And like, so if you encounter an obstacle, you encounter a chaotic situation, you encounter something difficult, this is, again, a time to pause, breathe, think before you speak, or, you know, sleeping on something. Give yourself a night to sleep on it and think on it, and come up with a creative solution, because it sounds like we have that energy there if you're not reacting and exploding like right on the spot, you know. Moon is squaring Uranus, so this this is another volatile one. Basically, like any interaction with Uranus can be volatile because Uranus wants change, wants liberation, wants justice, wants freedom. So like you have to be in conflict in order for that to happen, you know? Like we face obstacles so that we will change. We face obstacles so that we will learn a lesson. So when Uranus is interacting with other things, that's when things feel chaotic. Mercury is also squaring Uranus. So basically there's three, the sun, moon, and Mercury are all squaring Uranus. So, I mean, there's potential for conflict there. It's supposed to be, Uranus is supposed to be conflictive so that we change, evolve, and grow. Let's see. Venus is squaring Mars. So this is like relationship arguments, like conflicts within between two people, one person feeling very emotional and feeling, I don't like that. I don't like Mars squaring Venus at all. Venus squaring Jupiter, like I feel like that has the potential to be positive if it wasn't a square. Like Venus and Jupiter, I think can play nicely with each other, but being in a conflictive situation, I don't know. Venus opposing Saturn, that's a little bit like restrictive, like kind of concealing your emotions, I would think. Mars conjunct Jupiter, that feels like playful, adventurous kind of energy. Mars squaring, oh my God, there's so many of these. Mars squaring Saturn. Okay, so that has the energy of like being excited to start something, but then not finishing it. It's constrictive. Saturn is the boundary. So anything with Saturn is going to be restrictive. We've got a Jupiter square Saturn. So that's kind of like limiting your growth and expansion. Oh my God. Uranus sextile Neptune. That's a little bit like dystopic kind of feeling. Uranus wants revolution, change, or like a dystopian, and Neptune is like very dreamy and fantasy. So that has a very kind of like dystopian kind of vibe to it. Uranus trine Pluto. Okay, that kind of like goes well together because Uranus wants liberation and freedom again. Pluto wants transformation. So that's like, you know, pushing for change. And almost like it almost feels kind of compromising. So that's kind of good. And last but not least, Neptune, sextile Pluto, and peacemaker. Okay, so there are some positive aspects. Okay, so we've got Mercury. What did I say? Mercury and the moon. Wait, the sun, moon. I don't even remember now. Something about sleeping. Okay. When in doubt, just take your 3 deep breaths before you react to any situation. If you can, sleep on making a decision. Sleep on if you're like in an argument, like say, hey, can we talk about this tomorrow when we both are like feeling more calm, cool, collected? You know, let's wait until after the full moon. Okay, that's my verdict for all of the craziness. I didn't even want to look at it because it's so crazy. And I mean, you can look up on YouTube. There's a million videos out there on all of the craziness and madness. And I think just the energy in and of itself is interacting with everybody in a completely different way. So I think like every astrologer you watch is going to have like, I mean, every astrologer you're going to watch is going to have a different opinion on it anyways, but like it's like it feels like everybody thinks that like their understanding of it is like this is how it is and this is what it's going to be like. And everybody that like it's like the energy in and of itself is creating conflict within the astrological community, I think. So I just focus on the moon, folks. I read the I read you that list of stuff. Let's focus on the moon. Okay, we've got our Aquarius full moon highlighting you being a unique individual. Even if you're facing conflict or adversity, be your own unique self, but don't like throw it in somebody's face. Don't yell at somebody because they're like if somebody even if somebody's like bullying you, walk away, like sleep on it. No, have that strength and confidence within yourself to just hold on to you. Don't change for anybody else, but just like also don't be the bad guy just because someone's being mean to you. We all know what bullying feels like. It sucks. Just walk away. It has nothing to do with you. It's their own problems. We all know that. I don't even know why bullying still exists. Like we all know that the bully's hurting too. So like just walk away, give them a hug, see what they do, freak them out. Okay, so we are moving into the Pisces energy, like right after the full moon. So Pisces from Monday evening, all day Tuesday, and for most of Wednesday as well. Pisces is sleepy, dreamy energy. Go with the flow. Like don't let things bother you. Let things roll off your body like a duck in water. Like just that water, let that water roll down your back because when we move into when we move into Wednesday, we've got Aries. So Aries is just adding fuel to the fire. So, you know, kind of go with the flow with Pisces energy as best you can on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I don't try to use the fire productively. Try to use fire for creativity. Try to use it I don't know, get an extra workout in on the weekend, burn off some steam, burn off some energy. If you're encountering any chaos, like walk away and go, like literally go for a walk and burn off some steam. Because fire can help us do that. We'll be in Aries Wednesday evening, all day Thursday, and that's kind of a long transition. That's like a 12-hour transition into Taurus on Friday at 8:01 p.m. So hopefully Taurus is going to bring in some earth energy, some grounded energy, some lovely peaceful energy. Remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So hopefully heading into the weekend, everybody's kind of cooled off a little bit, settled down, and is like ready to love again, ready to get comfy and cozy. I just don't have the energy to argue. Let's just chill and watch a movie or something. Saturday is going to be a cozy movie night. Get some popcorn, some blankets, make a pillow for it. And then let's see, when we move, don't move into Gemini until, oops, you can't see it. Don't move into Gemini until 11:04 p.m. Sunday evening. So we'll be starting next week off with Gemini energy. So when in doubt, take a deep breath, walk away, sleep on it, and let you be you, let them be them. You can't control who they are. Let them be their unique weirdo self. You be your own unique weirdo self, and we can all live happily ever after, right? So this deck has been screaming to be used. Today is the day. The Aquarius full moon week is the day. We have your personal unicorn. Bathe in pure love. Stay open to unicorn magic. So your unicorn journey starts when you reconnect with your own personal unicorn. At a soul level, you have known this beautiful being for eons, and it is overjoyed to meet you again. Each time you receive this card, you form a closer bond. Your unicorn is the purest of the pure, and when it is near you, magic and miracles can happen. It guides you on your path to enlightenment and ascension, helping you to see your life and the world from a higher, broader perspective. This card is a reminder to invoke your own beloved unicorn. When you do so, it surrounds you in its shining, shimmering, diamond white light, purifying you at every level and raising your frequency, and touches your heart with its horn of light to bring you love and joy. It can also give you healing right down to a cellular level when it pours wisdom and information into your third eye. In the middle of your forehead, it transmutes thought patterns that no longer serve you and helps you develop your psychic and spiritual gifts. As you connect more deeply with your unicorn, it enables you to find soul satisfaction. As you read this card, a blessing is coming to you from your unicorn that can light up your life. Oh, yes, please. So I thought that this deck was like really perfect for an Aquarius. Like Aquarius is the unicorn of the zodiac. So I thought that this was perfect for an Aquarius full moon, but it's also even more perfect because we are all unique individual unicorns, and I just love that for Aquarius full moon. Our chakra card is Cosmic Exchange. Feel the totality of the cosmos within you, above you, around you, and beneath you. There is a fountain of light that circulates through the soles of your feet up to your crown and back again, healing you, grounding you, connecting you to all that is. You are worthy of this divine flow. You are worthy of this divine flow of healing light, and you are a channel of it as well. You are always in the embrace of all. Rest in that knowing. That's a nice little reassuring Earth Star chakra card. The crystal they recommend is brookite, and the herb is frankincense resin. Frankincense resin is a very peaceful kind of, even though it's like a very strong resiny herb, it's just like whenever I smell it, this overwhelming sense of peace comes over me. It's one of my favorite scents ever. And last but certainly not least, which one of you guys out there is feeling called to celestite and hasn't gotten it yet, or you've gotten it but you haven't interacted with it yet? Get some celestite and use it because we had celestite in 2 of the pick a card readings for the Leo new moon. We had celestite as our chakra card recommendation for last week, and now we're having it for our gemstone this week. So if you want to work with celestite and haven't yet, do it. If you've got celestite and you haven't worked with it, pick that rock up. It wants to be picked up. Come on. So celestite connects you to your higher self and calls in your angels. In fact, this crystal grants direct access to the angelic realms and the Akashic records. Celestite activates the throat chakra, connecting you with your truth and authentic voice. It reminds you that no matter where you are on your journey, your angels are with you, providing love, healing, and support. The affirmation is, my angels are always by my side. I think all of these are really beautiful messages to hold on to this week, to help you remember your light, remember to connect to your guides and your angels, remember to take a deep breath, remember to take a sacred pause before you react to any situation, and to remember that you're never alone. Like, somebody's always there with you. You can ask for your angels' help in handling a situation where you're feeling angry, or you can ask for your angels' help if there's a situation that just feels out of your control and you feel lost and confused. You can ask for their help for anything. So remember that they're always there for you. Maybe you want to connect to a unicorn friend and envision that you've got this unicorn buddy just hanging out with you. I recently started working with Anubis, the Egyptian god, and it's so cool to just have like a dog running around like hanging out with me. So why not a unicorn too? So I hope that you have a wonderful week. I am so grateful that you are your unique self. I want you to highlight that. I want you to embrace it. I want you to love yourself for who you are. And I want to thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. That's not my laser. There's my laser. Okay.